And let's begin. So, good morning, everybody. My name is Noah. I'm one of the educators with Shortcuts. Joining me this morning is Crystal. She's with Global Payments. And the topic of today's presentation is integrated payments thanks to GPI. So, as with our other webinars, as with our other presentations, we do have some rules. So, this presentation is going to be approximately 30 minutes, a little more, a little less, depending on how many questions we have. Our microphones are on, those being myself and Crystal, and everybody else is muted by default. We are recording this presentation, so we will have questions at the end if you have any questions. And anybody that isn't able to attend or anybody that has to leave early, don't worry, we will send you a copy of this recording. So, the topics for today, let's take a look at it. We're going to look at Global Payments Integrated. We're going to discuss how Shortcuts made the decision for our customers to make it a priority to get GPI up and running to make sure that it was fully compatible with our system. We're going to let Crystal introduce the company, talk about integrated payments, and then we're actually going to give you a demonstration of how it goes through Shortcuts. We're going to discuss our promotions and then open up the floor for any questions. So, with that said, I'd actually like to hand it over to Crystal so she could talk a little bit about global payments.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Noah. As Noah mentioned, my name is Crystal Sarto. I'm the Senior Strategic Partner that manages the Shortcuts and GPI partnership. You'll hear reference GPI, that is just short for Global Payments Integrated. So we thought that to begin, we'd take a look at Global Payments at a glance. Global Payments is the company, and Global Payments Integrated is a division of Global. So I thought that would be important to clear up. So Global, the mothership, has over 22,000 employees, about 3.5 million locations, and we serve a number of payment methods in hundreds of countries, as you can see. But we're going to spend more time talking specifically about Global Payments Integrated. So Noah, next slide, please. Okay, so Global Payments Integrated is specifically a division that combines multiple platforms to work with partners like Shortcuts and build a custom integration according to what you guys need. So it is not just a gateway, it is a custom build for you in an ongoing architecture that we continue to add features with Shortcuts to grow the business as you need it. So we pride ourselves in innovation, and we don't like to say even a payments company, but creating more features and abilities really for you guys to build your entire business more than accepting credit cards and increase your revenue as a result. Okay, Noah, next slide. We do pride ourselves in our customer service. We did win the JD Power Award for Certified Customer Service on the phone in 2019. We do have 24/7 tech support available as well. And with our collaboration with Shortcuts, we've been able to really learn the software and the integration specifically for you guys so that we can assist with Shortcuts needs in particular any hour of the day. Next slide, Noah. Okay, so we'll spend a little more time here. My role as a strategic partner manager is to work with Shortcuts on building those features out and continuing to grow your revenue for your business, continue to help benefit your customers and ease the process, and collaborate with Shortcuts on that. We very much focus on prioritization for Shortcuts as a partner, on you guys specifically. So a few of those ways that we've done that is we committed an ISC team, an integrated sales consultant. That will be who you and your business speak to determine rates and get your hardware devices and establish that agreement up front. We have a team of 9 people dedicated to Shortcut software so that they are very familiar with the process for you guys and your needs, and they'll customize that accordingly. We also have committed integration specialists who help build the features I mentioned earlier as we continue to improve commerce for you guys. And again, that 24/7 tech support. One thing I did not mention about that earlier is that it is local in the US. PCI Assure, we have a partnership with them to help maintain your compliance, as well as a team of dedicated reps to help you with any PCI questions. And then the analytics and reputation management. This is optional for you guys. We have standard reporting that is included. Of course, Shortcuts has theirs as well. But the analytics and reputation management is optional for you if you want more in-depth reporting that can kind of compare, various locations, social media, things of that nature. It's just a few examples of our commitment to Shortcuts and to you guys. Next slide, Noah. Okay, so the device that we currently have integrated with the Shortcuts partnership is the IPP320. You may have seen this device before, but it is specially built and encrypted for this partnership specifically. So what that means is, first of all, there is an end-to-end encryption for security. As soon as that card hits the device, it is being tokenized and encrypted, and we are keeping that seamless. So it is a seamless connection between you guys, and maybe you have various booths or whatnot. It can be very flexible with that. The transactions are private, very safe, and quick. You can, of course, take contactless payments such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, helping to eliminate double entry, and really reconciliation, I think, is something that's key here as you're taking those payments, whether it's card present or card not present. The reconciliation is all within the Shortcut software. So we are the ones that are storing tokens and encrypting that information, but the reporting is all reconciled within your system already. So since we are built into it, it is there. You just need to activate it at no extra cost. Next day deposits are also something that Shortcuts wanted to build in, which is wonderful. So the money will be deposited the next day as opposed to 4 to 5 days. With that, I believe, Noah, I'm going to turn things back to you.
Thank you, Crystal. So I hope that gives you a lot of information for those that have been thinking about changing your payment providers. You now have a brief overview. And of course, we can answer any questions that you may have from this point forward. But let's actually take a look at integrated payments in action. So we are, of course, working diligently to make sure that our customers have access to this. And these are some of the features that we're going to be baiting very soon. So that includes a single payment provider for cardless payments, a single point of contact, of course, for payments and deposits. You do have portal access for GPI. So, of course, if anything unfortunately were to happen with the system, a customer decides that they're accidentally going to knock it off the counter, or break it, or what have you, you do have access to work via web page to take payments. And all of our 2021 tier packages, whether you're an essential package, an evolve, or an elevate package with Shortcuts, does include integrated payments with GPI. So keep that in mind. If you have a previous build of Shortcuts, it's time to get an upgrade. Please discuss with our customer care team all of our package options. So now let's actually take a look at it in action. So I'm going to start this video. Here we go. And I'm going to narrate along. So I'm going to go a little bit slow through the process just to make sure you get all of the screens. Normally at the front desk, it's just a couple of clicks and the customer is in and out. So in this case, we have Tim. He's checking out with his royal haircut. So I press the card button in Shortcuts and the credit card window pops up. So it asks, okay, we're ready to accept a credit card. The machine will turn on and the customer will be prompted, is this a debit or a credit transaction? The customer is also prompted would they like to leave a tip on it? So the front desk doesn't necessarily have to ask. The customer will enter the tip amount, and then the display will confirm the total. And now the customer will swipe their card, insert the chip, or tap it, and then Shortcuts will recognize that amount. Now, if your front desk is responsible to make sure that the tip amount is split evenly, they can do that, or they can assign it directly to a certain employee or manually allocate the tip. So you still have that flexibility in the Shortcuts point of sale. So Shortcuts gives you the total, lets you know what the tip is, and of course, you would press done and finish your transaction. So the majority of this is pretty easy. The customer is prompted right away. They assign their tips, and Shortcuts will walk you through the process. So we are actually running promotions regarding integrated payments. So if you sign up this month, we will actually provide a free terminal. And in addition to that, once you get upgraded to global payments, and if you're on a previous build of Shortcuts and you get upgraded as well, we are offering remote connection. So the newest build of Shortcuts, global payments integration, this ups all of your security, and it makes it a very secure system in the event that you want to remote in, make changes to your service menu, run some reports. So we are introducing a new remote connection. So both of these promotions are available right now. And if you contact our customer success team, you'll be able to discuss all of our tiers, all of our options. So that covers what we were going to look at today. You now have a sense as to global payments and global payments integration. You now can see that our customers are our priority. It's very easy to work with. The system is very seamless. And now you've seen our promotions and even how the steps are to actually accept the payments through integration. So we're going to open up the floor for any questions. Now, again, your microphones are turned off. So if you're using the GoToWebinar toolbar, on the right side, there should be a block that says questions that allows you to type in your question, and either Crystal or myself will be able to address it. So I'll give you a moment, and let me enable the option here so I can see the questions as they pop up. Now, if you're watching this presentation after the fact, if you signed up and couldn't attend this morning and you have any questions after the fact, I will have the contact information for our customer success team. So we do have a question. Do I call GPI directly or does Shortcuts refer me? So good question. So in this case, Shortcuts will actually introduce our customers to you and Global Payments will reach out to you. So you don't necessarily call them unless you just want to call them for the sake of fun. Crystal, is that correct? We'll actually refer the customers to you?
Yes, that's correct for this, especially since you have the remote feature right now. They'll want to contact you first, and then you guys will put us in touch with them.
Absolutely. Okay. Candace or Freddie, do you have any questions? And as with our Tuesday session, sometimes I get questions after the fact, and that's absolutely fine. Freddie has a good question. Does this have a multi-merchant option?
Do you want me to take that one, Noah?
Yeah, if you could, Crystal.
Yes, it does. The term I've seen used a couple different ways, so I'm assuming that is for multiple locations or sites, and we do have the ability to set those up, if I'm understanding that question correctly.
And in the event that Freddie was meaning, does he actually, or does the option allow you to have different merchants? So in this case, I suppose perhaps there might be a booth renter that has a different payment processor or something to that effect. In this case, our
Mhm.
integration would not.
It would depend on the situation, and uh, I'm happy to speak offline with how it's actually set up. The integrated sales consultant, the ISC, will set you up accordingly. But we do have the ability to set up multiple sites, so
Ah,
it depends on the layout. Yeah.
in this case, Freddie is referring to individual booth renters, for example, working at a site.
Okay. Okay. So if the main site, for instance, was on Global Payments Integrated and they wanted to be set up separately, then they could be set up outside of GPI. Again, it depends on the banking. It's probably more efficient to talk through that more with the ISC.
Excellent question, Freddie. So I'm sure other people that are going to watch the video later might have that. Okay. I don't think we have any other questions this morning. So we came in under our 30-minute window, which is fine with us. But if you're watching this video after the fact and you're looking at getting on integrated payments, we do have a number you can contact us on. So give our client success team a call, 866-678-7324, option number 2. Option number 1 usually goes to the help desk. Or if you actually reach out to us on social media, we do check our Instagram, we do check our Facebook. So if you have a question on payments, or if you want to see about upgrading your version of shortcuts, or even remote connection, do let us know. So here's our contact details. Thank you, Crystal, for your time this morning. And we certainly look forward to hearing any future questions. And of course, you're welcome to attend any of our other presentations. Thank you all for your time.